G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So I wasn't going to post a video today, but a few of you requested me to put up some footage of the Capel 200. So here it is, and here we go. So that's Gary on the RM450 and Rob on the KX125. I think it's about 92 off the top of my head. Old retro bike. There was actually meant to be two other guys riding with us, one on a KX500 and one on an old WR 252 stroke, but they both had bike troubles, so it was just the three of us to take off. But there's a bit of a story with the ride. I'll kind of explain the story now before it gets into it. About 15 minutes into the ride, I hit some rocks, and you can kind of see the footage in the camera, not really, but anyway, it popped my tyre. So I had a spare tube at the camp, so basically I got off on an emergency exit of the track, and then my bike got put on a trailer and I got towed back to camp, and I had a spare tube at camp, so I changed the tube, and then I was straight back on the track. But the problem with that was my second attempt at it, there was only an X amount of time until the gates closed for the second lap. So basically I had to get back on the track and get around the track quick enough that I could do the second lap. So I managed to do it. Spoiler alert. I went around the track with 10 minutes to spare. So this whole footage is filmed basically at the moment we're pre the crash, and then, or not crash, pre the flat tire, and I'll show you where the flat tire was, and then, but you'll notice the footage after the flat tire, my energy levels definitely aren't as high. Like in this footage here, you can see I'm standing up. I'm pretty pumped at this stage, but changing a motorbike tube is never the easiest feat, especially when you're rushing. Like I just had no brakes, and then because I was doing my first run and I was on a time limit, I didn't even stop, so I did the whole 35 Ks without stopping. And then I went back to camp, I fueled up, I only had 10 minutes. I ate half of a green apple and then threw the other half on the ground. And I put an extra bit of food in my backpack. The only problem with this was, we got to the gate at 1:30, which is what time it closed. They let us through, but they said if the sweeps catch up to us that we had to end the second run. So also on the second run I couldn't stop for brakes either. So I did 10 kilometers and then I got towed back, and then I did 65 kilometers, then I fueled up, and then I did 65 kilometers again. The only thing I ate was half an apple and one energy bar, and I drank, and I had my Camelback on. Here you can see I overshot the corner. But surprisingly I didn't actually run out of the Camelback. Pretty much I was like riding and I could feel a bit of arm pump coming, and I would grab the Camelback, have some water, and then the arm pump would disappear for half an hour. But I was trying to save the water because I knew I didn't have time to fill my Camelback either. I don't know where, I thought we might have come up to the bit where my tyre popped by now. But I was feeling good before my tyre popped. Like you can see I'm passing people. Like I was worried that I was going to be a bit slow compared to people riding, but I think I don't give myself enough credit because I ride with pretty fast guys. I'm actually faster than I realise. It's just that some of the guys that I ride with are faster than me, if that makes sense. But when we got out there and like right here, this is where I popped my tyre, I think. I'm pretty sure. See how much the bike flew around. You can't really see in the video, but there was a heap of loose rocks, like about half the size of a basketball, and I don't know, I must have hit one. The weird thing about it was, I actually got a flat tire at Dirt Riders Heaven, which is like a riding park, and then I put a new tube in it there, and I've actually got like 30 hours on that tyre, so and it's got a rim lock on it, so it didn't really make sense why the valve spun off the tube. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, but I had to ride the bike like 5 kilometers down a gravel track to get it to where the trailer was, so like the tube got munched up inside, so I don't really know how much damage was done. But pretty much what I'm going to do now, I'm going to order a new spare tube, and I'm going to put a new tyre on it, because riding on the actual tyre actually damaged the tyre a bit, but it was still good enough to finish the event. So I'm really happy with myself. My achievement was just to finish the 2 laps. I had no anticipation to race anyone or anything. The only problem was by the situation I ended up racing, because I was racing against the time. So I can't remember what time I left, but we kind of timed the second lap, and the second lap we did the 65 Ks in what was it, 1:30, 2:30, 2 hours and 15 minutes, and my first lap was definitely faster than my second lap. You can see here, but see how I'm sitting down. I was trying to do the event standing, but that changing the tube just deflated me. Sorry for the pun, but I don't know, it seemed like, this is a checkpoint.
What's the time? What's the time? 45 minutes.
So basically I asked them the time, so I had 45 minutes to do 18 kilometers, so I even like worked it out in my head, like how fast, how many kilometers I needed to do per hour, and the last time I went riding I had an app on, and it had my average speed at 30 kilometers an hour. So I just remembered I needed to keep up the speed of my last ride or a bit faster. So I was pretty sure I was going to make it, and I did make it, but it was literally with 10 minutes to spare. So I had 10 minutes to get to the car and fueling, and it was bang on 1:30 when we got to the gate to do our second run. But I got no footage of the second run because I couldn't charge the batteries. My original plan was I had 2 batteries for the first run, finish the run, and then I was meant to have like an hour and a half to 2 hours break until the second run, and sit at the car, charge the batteries, and then have lunch and get back on the road. But obviously because of the circumstances, this is how it ended up. But anyway guys, I'm gonna let it play out from here. Basically at the end, I talk to the lady, and she pretty much tells me I've got 10 minutes to get back there. So I hope you enjoy the rest of it if you do watch it. If you don't feel like watching the rest of it, maybe just skip to the end and watch that last 10 seconds, because it's pretty funny. Anyway guys, I'll see you later. I'll see the members tomorrow, and I'll see everybody else on Tuesday. Peace out.
What's the time?
20 past 1.
Yeah, let's get fuel and go.